Hoes for days. I feel like I've been talking about hoes, thinking about hoes for the past few days. Hoes. What are you gonna do with them? Except, I guess, have sex? Hi guys, my name is Alex and welcome to part 2 of, hold on a second, Veteran Hoe gives you the girly advice your mom never did. These titles are so hard for me to memorize, apparently. Anyway, if you missed part 1, go check it out before you watch this one, or you can just watch this one alone. That doesn't matter as long as you're watching and enjoying. That's all I care about. And learning, because today we're gonna learn how to be a better hoe, because who wouldn't want to know how to be a better hoe, right? And my mom didn't teach me how to be a hoe, so Mia here, she's gonna teach us how to be a hoe, because my mom failed me. I mean, she taught me like nothing important because she didn't teach me how to be a hoe. So anyway, let us begin the reaction to this video.
Also just wanted to debunk this whole cranberry pineapple thing. Like, first of all, you're never gonna taste like Jolly Ranchers unless you like dunk your glove compartment in lean, I don't know. But if you actually really want to improve the smell, the taste, whatever, yogurt works way better. What is it called? Yogurt works way better than pineapples, and don't get some weird artificial stuff. Like, I'm talking about basic Greek yogurt. This is because of the flora, you know, the billions of bacteria. They really like those cultures.
I'm a little bit confused. So where are we putting this pineapple exactly? Are we inserting it in one end or the other? The directions are a little confusing. Okay, so apparently she's not going to go over it, she just goes into the next step. So all I can say about this is hygiene is important, because bad hygiene can be distracting enough to pull your partner out of a sexual experience and make them start thinking about, what is this smell, rather than, wow, this feels great, I love having sex. It's what's going on in their head.
Secondly, if you're feeling nervous and you feel like the other person is also being like really weird as well, then a great rule of thumb to go by is that enthusiastic consent is key. And yes, enthusiastic is the key to that sentence.
This is a little bit ridiculous. Just that premise of both of you guys being extremely nervous and uncomfortable having sex with each other. I mean, why have sex with this person if you're feeling uncomfortable and anxious? Talk about it. Go into that sexual experience knowing something about them, knowing them, trusting them, and feeling comfortable in that experience. How is that sexual experience going to be good whatsoever if both of you are thinking about insecurities, right? The guy is thrusting away thinking, is my penis big enough? Am I doing this right? The girl is thinking, oh, do I look good? Is my body good in this angle? Is it feeling good for him? Yeah, all those anxieties, you put them together, you get explosive, amazing sex, right? That's how it works. Well, as a sex coach and your friend and helper, I would say that no, that is not how good sex works. So one of the main things that you can do to improve a sexual experience is to get comfortable and get rid of insecurities. And you do that by talking to your partner and just being with your partner, and being with a partner that you can feel comfortable with. If you're feeling weird about having sex with this partner, wait a little bit and maybe you will feel more comfortable on more dates and more talking and communicating with that person. Don't go into a sexual experience thinking insecurities or thinking that you're uncomfortable, and then you will have better sexual experiences overall. In terms of the consent, yes, enthusiastic consent is great, but you're still going into the sex with the wrong premise. The premise being that these are two people that don't know each other very well. And so you can't really trust them fully. And so you have to be like, you want the sex, right? Can you please put it in writing so that I don't get sued? If you have to make a binding contract written in blood about your sex and consent, then you're with the wrong person and you shouldn't be having sex at that time. That's just how it is. You gotta be adults. You gotta confront sex like an adult. Get to know someone. Get comfortable with the idea of having sex with that person. And you do that by just spending more time with them, communicating with them more. You don't have to have sex the first night you meet someone, basically.
I think that the main gateway to finding out what the magic at Disney World is really all about is simply being invested in the other person. That doesn't mean like deeply romantically. I was not romantically interested in literally any of my hookups. But like I said, a lot of people get anxious going into it. You know, they're so stressed. They're like, oh my God, I gotta look like this. No, if you're genuinely enjoying yourself, the other person will see and they will have way more fun with it. Asking stuff like, oh, how does it feel? Or what that mouth do, gives you and also them a chance to open up about how they're feeling in the moment, and also gives the entire thing a chance to just be changed so that you can actually enjoy your urges.
That is a phenomenal point, and I couldn't have said it any better, I don't think. And she goes into that, what I was talking about, that you should probably be romantically interested in this person and have dated them for a while so that you feel comfortable and you don't feel awkward or insecure having sex with them. And then she also goes into dirty talk and talking to your partner during that sexual experience. And this goes such a long way. This is like the best thing that you can possibly do during a sexual experience to make it better, to make it more hot, to make it more arousing, and just more pleasurable, is dirty talking. And it can be as simple as what she said, just asking your partner if they like what you're doing, telling your partner that you like what they're doing, and just kind of saying these things. By giving that person something to listen to, other than just feeling the physical interaction that's happening on their genitalia, you're adding that psychological element that's going to enhance the sexual experience. Because without it, all it is that physical bumping and grinding down there. But once you add that psychological element, that just bumps it up to a whole new level and makes it so much more fun and exciting. And yeah, do it with confidence, do it with comfort. If you feel uncomfortable or you feel insecure, even if it's not partner related, you just have some performance anxieties, if you fake it and just pretend you know what you're doing, then trust me, your partner is going to enjoy the sex way more, because they're going to be like, okay, he knows what he's doing, he knows what he wants, or they know what they want, so I can just relax, be myself, be immersed, and totally just let go and be passionate in that experience.
Don't ever pretend to not either, okay? I got a peanut allergy, so personally this is not a problem for me. But don't ever pretend, okay? First of all, because if you're gonna see that person more than once, it's gonna be weird. I say this all the time, but men have this weird like ego complex thing going on where it's like they do one thing right and suddenly they're a DJ for Cardi B the rest of their lives. And this also applies to if you're not gonna see them ever again, because you know, it's one thing to not have a connection, to not click, it's not that enjoyable, but it's another thing to just flat out lie, because like I said, the next time they go and see another girl, you're gonna be putting one of your sisters through the worst rendition of a Marshmello concert, if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about, but this is a good point. Don't fake orgasms. Faking orgasms, like she said, is rewarding bad behavior. If a guy thinks that they are giving you an orgasm, then they're gonna be on cloud 9 and they're gonna think they're the most amazing person ever. It's gonna be amazing for them. It's extremely rewarding and exciting to be able to produce that pleasure for someone. However, if it is not real, then the guy thinks that, okay, what I was doing during that experience leads you to orgasm, when in reality it doesn't, right? And so if you have sex with this person again, they're going to do the same things over and over again, thinking that, well, last time it brought you to orgasm, so why wouldn't it this time? And like she said, I guess you are setting up other women for failure if they hook up with that guy, because he's going to think that, okay, whatever worked on this partner is going to work on this one, and I'm just going to do that, and it's going to produce an orgasm. And that's another flaw in logic, is that people assume that everyone gets off to the same things sexually, and it's not true. Everyone is completely unique in what they experience, and they're completely unique in what their preferences are. And that is why you need to talk to your partner, figure out what they like, and just really get into that stuff, figure it out, and then you can do it, and then you can guarantee an orgasm, because they'll tell you exactly how they can reach orgasm with you. Then there's no need for faking and rewarding bad behavior.
I think this is very widely known, but just want to put it out there that penetration is not enough for most girls to, you know, let them experience the fireworks. I think it was like 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4, I don't know, something like that. A very small ratio actually nuts based on penetration alone, but that's not the case for the rest of us. So experiment with yourself and then share your lab results with your partner, okay? You gotta know what you want in order to get what you want.
More good advice. So yes, women need more than just the physical act of sex in order to get off. They need a psychological component. They need some psychological stimulation. So that goes back to the dirty talk. It also means that you need to incorporate foreplay, other forms of touching, anything that you can do to arouse your partner, get them extremely horny, excited, and ready to go. That is going to produce a better sexual experience than what you're seeing on porn, where it's just thrusting away at their genitalia in some sex position. Then you flip them over and do some other sex position, and it's the same thing over and over again. It's just penetration is not going to lead anywhere unless you add that psychological element to it that just will enhance the experience beyond just the physical part.
And yeah, don't try to plan too much, because these kinds of things are all about just having fun, being in the moment, and just simply being realistic. Because first of all, I don't know why some girls expect for like some weird gossip girl, like, oh my god, it's my first time kind of moment. I'm like, you still have Twilight posters in your bedroom. It's messy, it's human, it's awkward. No matter how many times you've done it, not every single time is gonna be perfect. You know what I'm talking about? There's gonna be weird breaks in the conversation. There's gonna be like weird fumbling, stuff like that. It's a practice and an exploration that truly makes it fun, so please do not think too hard about it.
So I couldn't have finished this video off better myself. I think she gives great advice, and that is absolutely perfect. It's not a big deal, and it should just be a fun experience. If it brings you a ton of anxiety or stress, then you are simply with the wrong person, or you're just not ready to have sex with that person right now, and you shouldn't force it. Also, every sexual experience is not going to be perfect. One day you're going to accidentally call your partner daddy, and they're going to be thrown off and be like, what? Huh? And then you can laugh about it. But you just shouldn't be embarrassed about anything you do during sex. You shouldn't stress out that you might make a mistake, because mistakes will happen, and if you're with the right person, then you can laugh it off and not think about it every time you go to bed for the rest of your life, and just relive that embarrassment over and over again. So, I think we're all better hoes now, right? I think we learned a bunch of good stuff about being a hoe. And I think the most valuable thing that we can learn here is that you guys need to select the right partners. Casual sex is not going to lead to the best sex, nor is it going to lead to fulfilling sex, any happiness whatsoever. So I'm ending it here. If you like this video, then watch some more of my videos. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.